Good evening, friends, and welcome to a very interesting session. And in today's session, we'll be talking about Annamalai's meeting with Amit Shah. What exactly is the situation there? Is he tendered his resignation or not? And what are his plans? Also, the fact that Mamta Banerjee has the biggest crisis of her life because more than half of the party members have rebelled in the TMC, and much more. So it is over to you.
Yeah. So let's go to the first piece of news. And so there's a very a tragic incident that's happened in Delhi. A massive fire at Delhi's Flourish Inn hotel located in Malviya Nagar, which killed 21 people, today. And the blaze that erupted in the bed and breakfast hotel was fueled by several lapses. Distressed relatives and friends, of the victims tried to identify their loved ones at the Max Hospital as their faces were burned and very hard to identify. According to a report, the hospital's waiting list was filled with people making frantic calls, scanning lists, and desperately seeking answers from officials. And many friends and kin of victims searched for their loved ones. They stress that they are unable to recognize their family members who were burnt beyond recognition. One of the family members of the victim, Namit Goyal, said that 6 of his relatives were among those caught in the fire. While 4 bodies had been identified, 2 were yet to be identified, leaving the family distressed. 4 bodies are in Max Saket mortuary and 2 bodies are in another hospital. We're trying to locate them, he added. Meanwhile, Vivek was searching for his 25-year-old friend Sujita, who was believed to be one of the victims of the Delhi hotel fire tragedy. He said police officials showed him photographs of victims for identification, but he could not find her among them. Can't recognize her. Her phone is also not traceable, he said. The fatal fire incident happened at Flourish Stay, this hotel, which is a B&B hotel in Malviya Nagar. And firefighters now rescued over 40 people who were trapped in the basement of the building during the incident, who were later shifted to the hospital. The probe has revealed that the hotel had just one entry and exit point as one of the key lapses in the hotel fire incident. Moreover, the hotel also had just 2 small fire extinguishers. However, they did not have fire sprinklers or fire alarms inside the B&B premises. The hotel Flourish Inn also has permission for only 6 rooms, 3 on each floor, but they were running 18 on each floor. So you can see how many, rules they have flouted, and I see the result of it. So many people have died. I mean, if there are no strict rules, given to all these B&Bs and small hotels, then this is what is going to happen, isn't it? Yeah, back to you, Jim.
Yeah, so I also feel that they are highlighting, the media is highlighting all these incidents in Delhi specifically to paint a poor image of Delhi CM Rekha. So they're trying to I'm sure that a lot of them must have got funding from Aam Aadmi Party, especially Kejriwal, to cover all these kind of negative.
Yeah.
This is a very serious case, no doubt, and it
Yeah,
should be
because
investigated.
as you said, because through bribes they would have easily given them these people licenses. What you said is correct.
Yeah, so action should be taken, no doubt, about in this case, and they should be arrested. But these things are happening in Congress ruled states as well. I don't see a single report on the news, covering the Congress ruled states. So you can see, everything. Every state has to be covered, not only the Congress but
So,
BJP states. Yeah.
the 2 important things, as you say, Jaydeep, one is that stricter laws should govern these small B&Bs and small hotels, and these should be followed to the T. And if they are flouted, then their license should be cancelled, and they should not be allowed into this business at all. And the second point is that what you're saying is that there is a mission to malign Rekha Gupta's reign, and that could be a possibility because AAP is, whether they are in power or out of power, They are mischief makers. And what you say may most probably be true, that there may be some sort of a sabotage, and also the fact that in certain Congress ruled states or other opposition ruled states, these things do not really come out. And yes, Lena comes out with a very important thing. She says bribes, yes. Corruption has not ended, and government has done nothing regarding this. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, back to you, Jim.
So, friends, coming to the hot topic, and as we know, Mr. Annamalai met Amit Shah. He flew to Delhi, and there was a huge meeting, and BJP, in particular, they offered him a Rajya Sabha seat, which Annamalai, declined. And also, Annamalai was very, not happy about the way things are going with the BJP, and himself, the way, he was sidelined because of AIA DMK alliance. And now, Amit Shah and BJP they're trying their best to somehow, not make him, away from the party. But if you join the dots, friends, that this could also be another strategy by the BJP in indirectly, because Mr. Annamalai, if he starts his own political party, he could be supported by the BJP from the outside. This could be floated as a whole new party, because in Tamil Nadu, the word BJP does not sit good with many of the Tamil Nadu voters' minds. So what they will do is, let Annamalai float a new party, a new political outfit, and work from grassroots level. So because the next election of Tamil Nadu is 5 years in the future. So just like how West Bengal BJP clean sweep. So now the thing is that Annamalai, at least in the paper, he many people say that he tendered his resignation, but up to now there's no confirmation on whether he has resigned from BJP. And so many people have also this theory that that he should be moved to Karnataka BJP, because in Karnataka BJP there is no leadership. So Mr. Annamalai will be a good fit in Karnataka, but of course Annamalai's heart is in Tamil Nadu politics.
Yeah. So here,
So
let me just
yes.
So let me just give you some of my views, Jaydev. One is that, see, Annamalai was called in to give his point of view and his grievances. So these grievances were listened to by the BJP head, that is Amit Shah, and he would have listened to the other side as well, which is the BJP head of Tamil Nadu, and he would have been very, very firm, Annamalai, that he's not going to take this kind of nonsense anymore, because he's got a very large clout, and he doesn't need to bend or bow in front of anybody. Okay, so now it is from the latest news that I heard is that he may make a U-turn and not really give in his resignation, which means that he may consider some of the things that BJP would have put forward. And as you said, very truly said, is that Karnataka needs a strong, aggressive man like Annamalai, because BJP Karnataka does not have a strong, opposition. So what happens is all these weak things, weak people are just saying something or the other. Otherwise, this, in fact, this swearing-in ceremony itself reveals the weaknesses of Congress. For example, everything you see from the moment DK came into the into the event at the governor's place, he came in like a superstar. Almost everybody was falling at his feet, or garlanding him or putting shawls on him. He came in like a superstar. At the same time, when Siddaramaiah came in, nobody even noticed him, not even a fly. And when Rahul Gandhi came, not at all. So you can see that the superstar was DK Shivkumar. Now, what all has what you call the High Command told him? That he should hold the book, the red book, and swear in. Okay, and he should, what is he doing, bending down in front of the stage? What is this nonsense? And the governor was, trying to get him sworn in, And he was saying he was running around here and there. I mean, the kind of protocol that follows usually when the governor is there, it was all flouted today. And Rahul Gandhi was sitting and grinning there when he took this book and he started swearing. So it was, it was just like what you call a real natak, Karnataka, real natak that happened today on stage. Your comments, Jay?
Yeah, so in Karnataka, DK Shivkumar, finally he has realized his dream of becoming the CM after a very big fight with Siddaramaiah. So maybe he was taken aback, and he handed over all the bouquets to each and every one by himself. So one thing is for sure that if you notice that all the chief ministers of Kerala and Telangana, Revant Reddy, Satishan were all on attended the oath ceremony, but Mr. Vijay of Tamil Nadu, he was not present. So this shows how fragile.
See, in fact, when you speak about Vijay, and you're talking about he did not come. Now, see, one thing, Jaidev, is very amusing. Okay, perhaps we can all give credits to democracy. Okay, because of what you say, the beauty of democracy. Now, a person has commented. He said that despite Vijay's lack of experience in governance, politics, or administration, and having not completed his 12th standard, okay, this individual who is called a nepo kid, okay, with a history of acting, alcoholism, divorce, estranged children due to an affair, and alleged involvement in black money cases and tax evasion, was elected as the chief minister of Tamil Nadu. So this, the person is saying, is the beauty of democracy, where such a person can be elected as a chief minister. And here you've been talking about Annamalai for the last, so many days. In fact, once you started off, other channels have also followed you on this, Annamalai. So you should be proud of yourself because you were following the right news. Now, Vishalakshi says, I wonder why, can you put that again? I wonder why Annamalai forms his own party. I would have loved to see him in the political scenario of Tamil Nadu. Absolutely, we agree with you. And also, let's take a few more comments. West Bengal, who imagined NDI alliance would break up this way. Mamta Banerjee party gone, like Shiv Sena. Absolutely. And Annamalai should start a party which includes anti-DMK, nationalist and pro-Hindu ideology. So coming back to this point, when you have, a person who is such a nationalist like Annamalai, so there is, in fact, when Annamalai spoke to Amit Shah, okay, when he spoke of, his grievances, there is some doubt that something has happened whereby Vijay has got such a large, chunk share of the votes. So now this has to be proved. If there is some hanky-panky, this has to be also proved. And yes, just like Visalakshi said, if Annamalai comes to, starts his own party and comes to power, he is going to rule the roost. That is 100%. Yeah, back to you, Jen.
Yes, so we all would like to see him, become very strong in Tamil Nadu, Mr. Annamalai, and form a new political party to counter the TVK and Vijay. So let us wait and watch, because Annamalai is a very smart person, and also is Mr. Amit Shah, as we all know. So we let's see how things pan out, because after the period of say 6 months, we can understand how stable the TVK government is of Vijay.
Yeah.
And
in fact, yeah. In fact, yeah. So what Visalakshi is saying, Annamalai should have taken this decision much before elections of Tamil Nadu. You know, Visalakshi. See, what happens is sometimes we believe people when they tell us things, okay, and we go on that ride, thinking that we are going on the right path. But something happens in between, and there are people who are, trying to outshine you, or trying to, think that they're smarter than you. And this is what would have happened in BJP Tamil Nadu. Somebody inside Tamil Nadu was trying to kick him out. So it's very obvious, And again, she says, I support Annamalai. Joseph Vijay doesn't seem to have any political back. In fact, here also let me tell you, Visalakshi, that wherever Vijay goes, he has a dumb stare in his eyes. He doesn't even know what he is doing. Okay, so you know that he has not, fitted to the role at all. And people keep inviting him, whether for the swearing-in ceremony, whether it was Kerala or whether it was Karnataka. Okay, this guy doesn't want to go because you know why? He's only a puppet. The real people are behind him, the lottery gang, the lottery family. So even if he goes and speaks his mind, lottery gang is going to fall into problem because lottery gang has planned this lot of time and patience. They don't want to give this up. So they don't want a fool like Vijay, literally a fool like Vijay to mess up. So that's why he's not attending all these swearing in 100%. Because if he comes here, what is he going to do? He'll come, he'll open his shirt button, and he'll put his hand in his pocket and he'll say, hello to the governor. So these are the things that he would do. So I'm sure they're not sending him purposely. He has been chained to his chair in Tamil Nadu. Now, another point that Visalakshi or I think Kalina said, very important, is that when there are strong people, like Annamalai, okay, which is why Karnataka is just waiting for someone like Annamalai, because see, it seems like all the Bangladeshis who have been kicked out of West Bengal have landed at Karnataka doors. So now the SIR has to come into Karnataka and clean up this mess. Otherwise, these people are going to rule the roost. So very, very important is a very strong person who we don't see at all. These are all people who are, just playing friendly, going to their parties, praising them, each other as though they are the best of friends. Congress and BJP are playing certain games in Karnataka, which should not happen. You have to be like Himanta Biswa Sarma or Yogi Ji or Suvendu. You have to be tough and you can't be on smiling terms or having tea with them. You see, when you know that a party is not in the interest of the country or in the state, then that is a time that you should pull up your boots and start fighting them. That is not happening in Karnataka. What you said is so true, Jaydev.
Yes, and also let's not forget the fact that Vijay has the funding of so many Christian organizations and Christian missionary organizations, outside India. So this kind of funding, who will fund if Annamalai had started a political party by himself? So he needs thousands of crores for running a party as well.
Yeah. So Visalakshi says the lottery gang is a huge political octopus, and which is very, very true because they've got their tentacles in every corner where money is coming. I believe that a lot of money is coming from Soros funds, the deep state from abroad to first of all make Tamil Nadu Christian. That is the mission, to change the religion of the state itself. So this is something very scary. Now, Radhakrishnan makes a very important point. He says, DK is most populous, powerful leader in Karnataka. I don't think so. BJP will win next election because BJP have lack of leader and youth representation and most corrupt leaders in party. So, a very, very valid points made by Radhakrishnan. But yet, Radhakrishnan, what I'll say is that if they go on the right path, if DK decides to improve Karnataka and take it on, the path that Modi is taking it, yes, then there are chances. But if they are already in knee deep in debt, okay, if they are going to continue, and with the pressure that the people behind them are putting on them, I don't think DK is going to be able to rule very easily because you see 100 people poking their noses into what DK is doing because everything that DK did was monitored very closely. When he swore today on stage, every movement, was being closely watched by the people who hate him. And we know, you know who we're talking about. And Leena says, hope he does not ruin Tamil Nadu like Mamta did to West Bengal. It is very, very important, a strong person. And I don't see any strong, as Jaydev rightly said, in BJP, I don't see in Karnataka any strong people. They're all just, having tea and coffee together and, patting each other's back. This is a dangerous game. So, you remember, Jaydev, there was a person called Hegde, Anand Hegde. He was a person who spoke exactly like Annamalai. It is those type of people who can bring about change. Okay, he was not scared to talk the obvious. Now the people who are all coming like sugar coated pills. They want to please everybody, and so you get your share, I'll get my share. Let us be happy. We'll build some villas. We'll travel abroad, go on holidays to New Zealand and Australia, and return. This is the idea. Let's just take one more comment from Krishnan. He says, why Rahul can't ask Vitichiri in Tamil Nadu by TVK? Okay, I didn't get that, Jenny. You can understand that. On a lighter note, Mamta gone, party gone, symbol might go. Yes. So, in fact, what is happening in West Bengal is really karma. Okay, because now she doesn't even have her party people. LOP has also gone to the person who is started the what you call Asli TMC. Okay, now Asli TMC is going to be the LOP. Now they don't have LOP also, so you can understand what a situation this lady is in a pathetic condition. When the mother of the Ardekar daughter who died cried. Okay, when they knocked on all the doors, this lady kept a stone, what you call a stone-like face, and did not even do anything. And who was she supported by? None other than Sybil, who doesn't want to be in the country. He's saying he's fed up of being in such a country. Let him go to Pakistan. We'll give him a one-way ticket. That's how bad they are. Yeah, back to you, Jay.
Yeah, so the leader of opposition in West Bengal is a person called Rita Datta Banerjee. And he assumed this role. And after so many rebel MLAs, around 58 MLAs from TMC party is with him. So Mamta Banerjee's, TMC and LOP status is gone, as well as Abhishek Banerjee and Kalyan Banerjee, after receiving eggs on their face, by the audience. They were roughed up by the mobs. And one of the mobs who threw eggs on Abhishek Banerjee was a person from TMC party. That was the funny part.
And that is exposed by his own mother and his neighbors. What a joke these people are. If they do a crime also, they don't know how to cover their backsides.
Yes. So all in all, one thing is for sure, that the TMC party strength is very much weakened, and BJP is going very strong in West Bengal. Yes. Is any hope in Punjab? Yes, there is hope in Punjab for BJP, I'm sure. And let's see if they feel the Raghav Chadda in Punjab. Let's see. Yes. So you can take the last news.
Yeah. So now film workers body drops non-cooperation action against Ranveer Singh after legal notice. Now FWICE, which is FICE, their decision comes a day after Ranveer Singh sued the film workers body over the non-cooperation directive over Dawn 3 departure. Now BN Tiwari, the president of the association, on Wednesday announced that it had dropped the non-cooperation directive against Durandar star Ranveer Singh on request of Sinta and IMPA. The announcement came a day after he issued a legal notice to the body over its action over his last-minute exit from Dawn 3, directed by Farhan Akhtar. At a press conference held in Mumbai on Wednesday, the Vice Chief Advisor Ashok Pandit said that its legal team will respond to the legal notice sent by Ranveer Singh. The legal letter came to us yesterday and was requesting us to remove the non-cooperation directive. We appeal to Ranveer to come and sit with us and find a solution. We celebrate his stardom. We don't have any authority to ban anyone. We are hopeful that there will be a positive reaction from Ranveer. He added, Ranveer Singh exited Dawn 3, directed by Farhan Akhtar, following the release of Durandar back in December. In a press conference on May 25th, FICE announced that it had issued a non-cooperation directive against the actor. Now, the truth is that, when social media started, questioning FICE and Farhan Akhtar and his whole khandan, because everybody knows what is the kind of family background that Farhan Akhtar has. He and his mother, stepmother, and his father, all of them are anti-India. Okay, and this guy has never done anything to say that he loved India. Now this guy wants to. He just can't stand the fact that Ranveer has made so much money with Durandar 1 and 2. Now he wants a share of the pie, and not only he. Now apparently his sister is also in the game. Zoya Akhtar. Apparently all the movies are flopped. Okay, now she wants somehow to make some money. So both of them are at it. And this man, don't forget the fact that this Ashok Pandit was seen as a right winger, and he was always, on the side of Sanatana Dharma. Now this guy has also jumped the fence and joined with the Dawood Brigade, and he thought that he can make Ranveer's life miserable. But Ranveer is in such a stage where he can call the shots. Okay, and everybody knows that through his action, of course, which was more seen in part 2, that he can run a movie on his shoulders. It's very clear. So now, they've got egg on their face. So not only has Abhishek Banerjee got egg on his face, now, Farhan Akhtar clan and Bollywood have got, egg on their face, and twice is now begging Ranveer to please come at the table and have some coffee with him. So this is such a, it's so ridiculous. And Minaji, is there hope for Punjab with all that? Yes, there seems to be. That's what Jaidev just said, that they are planning to, there will be some change. Please release the cage line. He's getting bored with his lazy state counterparts dreaming of an alliance in Tamil Nadu, says Praveen. Well said. And the whole family of Farhan seems to be dumb. Another person, Dhanashri, that I can't even watch is that Dadlani. He's there in these live music shows. That man, he hates India. And he goes on and, anybody who says, I'm against India, he will go and catch them and start hugging them. This is the kind of person he is. And they give him such an important show, a music show. And they want him to, want people to think that he's endorsing, good musicians or good artists. You see his look and you know that this man is very evil. So these are the people who should be shut up, whether it's civil or whether it is this Dadlani or the complete Akhtar family. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, that's all the news for today, friends. And make sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.